All right, what do you got, Banks?
Yeah, so, I mean, you hit everybody I had for that pre-2012 period. Obviously, post-2012, I'm going to still include Novak. I'm going to still include Murray, his prime years. You've already talked about that.
Yep.
Stan, I think you touched on it a little bit. Stan was similar to how you talk about Novak was able to handle the balls above the shoulder against Rafa. Stan was one of the first one-handers I saw who had the pocket right at the waist, which is, for those who don't know, the strike zone for a one-hander is typically low and at the waist. Like, that's kind of the ideal zone. You can generate more pace. You can create spin. When it starts to get a little high, that's when it starts to get a little tough. That's why we saw Roger struggle with Rafa for so many years, because you just don't have the same control. You don't have the same stability. Stan had the same stability. Stan could generate pace. He had so much rotation on the ball, and he could just dictate wherever he wanted, and it was almost like bullying you. He was one of the first guys I saw, probably the only guy on a one-hand backhand side, could just bully you around the court and just go through you, cross, line. And we saw it when he got hot, 3 times in the majors, final, 3 Grand Slams. And it was on Aussie Open, US Open, Roland Garros. Like, he had that ability to really hit through his opponents on that backhand side, unlike any other one-hander that I've kind of seen. I've seen guys who were good with the chip and they had the variety. Yep. Stan was like, no, I don't need Roger's chip. I'm just going to just lace it.
Well, one thing that he completely, 100% improved and got better.
Return.
First serve return. He used to try to hit over him.
Yeah.
Once he learned how to lay that ball down, so he lays it down, it could be a middle of the road ball. If you don't cook that next one, he's opening up the shoulders. His ability to turn a chip return into, if you don't hit it well, you're on defense again, immediately. And the other thing that he did really well, so imagine you're in a cross-court rally and all of a sudden you pull Stan to his forehand and he's coming back to the middle, right? So he's just recovered off the forehand.
Yeah.
That backhand, inside out.
Inside out, yeah. He'll take a slight step to the right and then just go inside out on the backhand.
That's not a natural thing. Forehand inside out is one thing, but his ability to cut, he would do it against Novak, right? Novak would bully him here, that's where you're going to bully Stan.
100%.
Is to the forehand. Coming back to the middle, if you don't hit it perfect, he would go here, and he could open up the shoulders cross on that ball. He liked hitting it in motion, but then he could also, at the last second, inside out backhand from the middle of the court. It kind of
it's weird. If you see that, you're assuming, okay, he's in the backhand.
It's not
he's probably going to go over
he does
here.
it the first time, and you're going, no.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't want that. But that's the biggest differentiator with him and other one-handers that I've seen, is that ability to and it doesn't have to be fully inside out. It could be he could be 4 steps left of the middle line, and at the, I don't know, his ability to hit an inside, I know it's so weird to say, an inside out one-handed backhand from certain spots of the court. I don't know that I saw anyone else do that.
Well, but the point that you highlight is it's kind of the only time you would get in that situation. You're stretched into the deuce side or in any way, either return or you're just running out there. You're running back to the middle and the ball's kind of coming at you.
You're playing against the flight of the ball.
Against the flight of the ball, but Stan would put the brakes on and almost have to take a step to the right. So it's you're always told, hey, find the forehand, move around to the move to the left. You don't want to hit backhands out of the deuce side, but Stan was able to show, no, you can. He's recovering. He's I'm better suited taking 1 step to my right and hitting this backhand than taking 3 steps to my left to then hit a forehand, which it's not where I'd rather hit.
Your opponent's movement is not counterintuitive if he takes a forehand there.
Yes.
Right? My movement and my check step back to the middle.
It makes more sense.
You can stay kind of in your general normie flow state.
Yep.
As soon as he goes here and you can get burned in, you don't get burned inside out.
Yeah.
By anyone but a lefty.
Yeah.
A righty burning you inside out with it, that to me is the differentiator for him.
Okay. So Stan, Zverev's backhand.
Joke.
Dude, 6'5", 6'6", 6'8", however tall he is, with the ability. How did I not catch that? How did I not catch that?
For those of you listening,
6'7".
there you go.
How did I not catch that?
Thank you.
How's it going?
Shout out Hank Roddick.
Shout out Hank. No, it's just a complete backhand. He can get into the backhand cross and will not miss it. He can redirect line. He can handle balls above the shoulder.
He hits that right leg you don't see the one where it's you step over fully anymore.
Yeah.
The old school step in and still pull it.
He still does it.
Yeah.
He still does it. It's in a way, it's we talked about Sinner's forehand and how it's just a great stock ball. He can do everything with it. Zverev is like that. It's the side that I think he's more comfortable kind of injecting pace on when he gets that kind of high end in the court. He knows he can lean into it. it's a really, really tough ball to deal with. I think Zverev's backhand has to be up there, especially on that post-2012. Medvedev's backhand, did you want to say on Zverev?
I want to talk about Zverev because
Okay.
the other thing that he does really well, and it works against most of Earth, is his ability when I'm watching him, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts and see if I'm taking crazy pills, but also his ability with his length to cook it middle.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're trying to run around it on a forehand, and you get like T-Rex.
Stuck. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you get like that, and then if you play it soft and up, all of a sudden he's up on it again, right? Or like, listen, he's not going to be inside the court cooking flat forehands, but if he catches you and he T-Rexes one and he has one up here, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but it feels like his ability to kind of bruise you through the middle is nasty.
Yeah, especially so when he's stretched as well, like returning, he stands deep on the return. You
He
try
gets
to
that
take him
right
wide.
leg across still.
He's still.
It's amazing.
But he's still, even when he gets the right leg across, the left swings around,
know,
kind of like you talk about.
he does
Edberg.
like this, and then he
and then he just runs
He has
back.
this little like right, and then it opens because normally like right, if you're left of the sideline as a righty hitting a backhand and your right leg is over,
You're kind of screwed. Like you're
Cooked.
you're hitting it,
And
and
maybe
you're
that's-
trying to gather your steps
and
to
maybe
then run
that's
back.
like this height thing, but like he's able to get it and still not get stuck. I don't know. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, 100% right in how he uses the middle of the court.
Yeah.
Produces a lot of pace. So yeah, for sure. I think Medvedev is it's similar to Zverev, but it's different ball flight.
I was gonna be pissed at you if you didn't put, because no one ever puts Medvedev on this list.
Because I think
It drives me crazy.
It's in a way, we talked about it with Leighton. It's
the same ball.
It's the same ball, except the guy is actually. Go ahead, say the height. He's actually 6'6" and 3/4 or whatever he is,
there you go.
6'7".
What does that round up to, Mike?
Yeah, here we go. Come
6'7"?
on, come on, guys. Shout out Hank. But yeah, so
Son
he has
never
that,
watches our show. He's gonna be so pumped.
just because he got a couple shout outs.
That's it. Yeah.
But no, Medvedev's backhand, I played Medvedev obviously a couple times, one on hard, one on grass. And the ball flight, because we talked about the return, what's so tricky about his ball in particular is it's traveling that low, that flat kind of thing, but it's not fast. The weight on the ball comes from traveling such a long distance. It's not the ball itself. So if you were to stand there and watch Medvedev practice and he's hitting backhands cross court and he's 3 feet behind the baseline, just normal practice, you'd be like, I don't get it. Because you're looking at it.
I love it so much.
And you're just like, it's just kind of sailing. It's just sailing. It's just sailing.
You can't
and then
attack it.
you can't attack it. There's nothing you can do to really be able to get on that ball. I mean, certain guys, Carlos and Sinner, can do it. But for the
we're
most,
not talking about the Avengers.
for the vast majority of players,
Normies.
it's such a tricky ball to deal with because it's low, it's flat. You can't. Balls that players typically attack have some height. They have something where you can kind of get up under it.
Or you can use
and
their
go
pace,
through
by
it.
the
Or
way.
you can use their pace, like a Rublev.
Yes.
If you fire one into Rublev, he's using the pace and he's redirecting.
Yep.
But typically, you want to have, if it's a slow ball, you want to have some height so that you can hit through it, hit down, generate pace. Daniil's is like, no, I'll just sail this thing kind of like the Hewitt ball flight, but it's just going to be coming from 8, 9, 10 feet behind the baseline. And I'm going to leave you to say, hey, what are you going to do? And it's because the ball is slow too. When it leaves his strings, he makes up the court position when he wants to. So
He
people
kinda
look at
runs
it.
through- he kinda runs through the
it.
shot.
He runs through it.
So good. God, he's like the master of nuance, and I feel like people don't get it.
He breaks rules that you would normally tell kids, like, you don't want to do that, but he can do it. He can play far behind the baseline and not hit it that big.
He's like a spider. Like he invites you into his web.
Yeah.
Doesn't sting you. He just wraps you up.
Yeah.
Like I'm so happy you said his name, because you always hear Zverev and you always hear all the same names, and it's like, no, we get credit for consistency and we get credit for staying out of trouble. Like those should be equally worthy as someone who can just crack off winners.
100%.
Right? Like I'm so happy.
It's flashy though. Like the winners are what people kind of they gravitate toward because it's the thing that lingers in the mind of like, oh man, that was a good shot, that was a bad shot. But you're watching Medvedev, you're like, oh, that is a tough ball.
Dude,
That is
Novak couldn't get through him cross when he won that U.S. Open off of him. Like Medvedev was, he's like one of the only, he was staying in backhand cross court rallies and won most of them that day.
So
It was a joke.
when Rafa beat him in the final of Aussie Open, Medvedev was up 2-6 and Rafa started using the short chip because
then he has to brush it.
He has to brush it. So now he's trying to use different tools to kind of get him out of his comfort zone because Rafa was having no success just playing straight from the baseline. Daniil was more than okay with taking that ball high and just, again, he's tall.
There is something to Rafa's ball. Like I would have handled it better. My backhand sucks anyway, so it would have been stressful. But 6'7" is easier than 6'1".
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Like
But it was just so fascinating to watch. I'm like, man, Daniil's handling Rafa's forehand fine. Like, and Rafa had to make the adjustment, was able to come back from 2 sets to left down. So Medvedev's backhand, I'm only gonna have one honorable mention to try to keep this at 6. Kei Nishikori. Don't know if you played Kei.
I did.
Man.
Can I just apologize right now? I need to apologize to Kei Nishikori.
Because you didn't include him?
No, not because of that. Not because of that. Because I don't know if I agree with you. But I will say, like, the meanest I might have ever been on the court was to Kei Nishikori.
To Kei? What did Kei do?
Nothing besides be good. He was good and I was threatened. That was it.
What?
It was in San Jose. He won Del Rey, he beat James in the final.
Yeah, from qualies.
When he was
from
like
quali,
when he was like
qualied in and beat James.
When he was like 12 years old. I literally picked a fight and started talking shit only because I was scared of him. Beat him 2 and 3, and he was like, I felt bad like soon afterwards, not even like a little bit afterwards. I'm sorry, I was a dick, Kei. Your backhand's fantastic, as you were, Chris.
So
I apologize.
So Kei's backhand to me, as someone I've watched for years and had the chance to play late in his career, but to still see the quality of it, the return. The second serve return on the backhand side for me, Kei's ability to get inside, like 2 or 3 feet inside the baseline, kind of in no man's land, kind of puts you in this weird spot.
He's not big.
He's not a big guy,
He's
and that's my
small
thing.
guy.
That's my thing. He has to get, because he's not that big, if you're going to be aggressive on the return, you got to get in a little bit closer than Zverev does. Zverev chooses to stand back, but if he wanted to stand on the baseline, the kick isn't going to bother him as much because of his height. Kei is under 6 foot, so if he wants to be aggressive on the second, he's got to get in almost in no man's land, and he was able to just off, inside out if he wanted, pull it with the left hand, inside in, and when you got into the backhand-to-backhand exchange, it's just watching it, similar to Hewitt, I think for sure Kei had more firepower off of it, but you did not think he was going to miss. He could just stay in that pocket. He could redirect. His ball control on the backhand side was a joke. So I looking at it and I'm like, he doesn't get talked about as much except for the players. A lot of the players who played Kei will all say, oh, that backhand is a joke. So I put Kei in there as an honorable mention. I just think his backhand is very, maybe to the tennis masses, a bit underrated, but to everyone in the locker room, you mentioned best backhands. Yeah. By far, guys mentioned Kei Nishikori.
I like the inside baseball. Two names as you're talking through it that I thought of. I thought of Kei because I thought of that U.S. Open run, and then I thought about Cilic. We're in Cilic.
You would think backhand?
Oh, I thought his backhand was really good.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good. That's serve forehand, man.
You think the forehands?
Well, that U.S. Open. I'm only talking about that U.S. Open.
Oh, the serve was good. I'm just saying, generally, for someone really tall.
Yeah.
The other one, Berdych.
He used to get really low. Berdych used to get really low, too.
Berdych was... Berdych, if he was at a club, Berdych could drop his ass. I'll tell you that much right now. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm just saying, I've never seen him at a club. I don't know what he does, but like just based on like...
He used to get so low. I used to...
Assholes hitting pavement, like on backhands, I bet he can throw it. I bet he can drop it.
Yeah, he had that ability to kind of hold the middle of the court.
There's your clip, Sophie. You're welcome.
That middle of the court area of when guys were kind of fired in, that Berdych could kind of just sink down almost to the ground and just take the pace, redirect it. But his backhand, I mean, this list would be very interesting if we tried to divide it by country. If we said best backhands overall with Czech or Russians or Germans
on serve,
like because the Czechs by and large great backhands, Russians, a lot of Russians great backhands. Like we go by country, kind of like stereotypes.
Then you'd almost have to like break it down by serve. Oh, you know who else had a really good backhand? Like wasn't going to blow you off the court, but had the trajectory thing was David Ferrer. Couldn't go through it.
I didn't watch it. It felt like he tried to find a lot of forehand. Ferrer's, I remember, he used to let go of the left hand a lot. It was like,
but like he was like on a fast surface. Yeah. He had this little pinchy knockdown thing. That was kind of like he was great too. Yeah. You know who wasn't in danger of being on this list? These guys.
Zero chance.
Right here.
Zero chance.
Who do you think as a like a podcast, who do you think has the worst backhands? Us or Nothing Major?
I'm not getting in this, Andy. I'm not doing this with you.
Thank you for watching, sir. We'll see you next time.